Releasing body cam video in the chase of an intoxicated driver last week. 19 Data journalist Jeff Slauson watched the video. Jeff, it is a miracle that no one was hurt in this.
Switching lanes, opposite side of the road, going in and out of traffic. I mean, it really is a scary sight here. Now, we had a little bit of difficulties with the video. Normally, I'd show you a large chunk of it. Unfortunately, not able to do so. But what I can show you really does paint a fairly clear picture on this. So let's break this down a little bit, starting off with toward the beginning-ish of the chase. Now, I do have to say, when this initially started, and this was for an intoxicated driver, ended up going on to 176, the initial stops were kind of strange. You can see in the top corner there, 29 miles an hour. For the beginning portion of the chase, it rarely got above 30. In fact, there were a lot of points where you can see the brake lights here. That intoxicated driver was slowing down, and officers were kind of just waiting to see what would happen here. Now, it's difficult to see, but this right here, that's the median in the road. So that is oncoming traffic. In fact, moments before this, there was a car going on that side, and you can actually see the lights right there. That's another car heading that way. Now, ultimately, the intoxicated driver did get around that spot, but the chase went on, weaving its way in and out of traffic, ultimately culminating in one spot in particular, which I'll show you right now if it's going to pull up here. There we go. You can see these are the headlights of that driver. Here are the cop cars. Finally, they were able to use spike strips and then pit maneuvers to get that car turned around. You can see that there's this car right here. That's a police car. They hit the side of the suspect's car and ultimately have that person pinned. Now, once they ultimately got them to a stop, then the real difficulty started. And what they had to do was use something called a pepper ball. It's basically like a paintball gun filled with pepper spray in a small ball. And what you're about to see in this video is how they were able to get that suspect from the front seat, ultimately out of the car.
Pepper, pepper, pepper. Exit the car. No, you're not.
Exit the car.
Get out. Get out of the car. Direct impact. Direct impact. Pepper, pepper, pepper. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Do it now. Drag him. Drag.
Now you can see there I guess you can call it explosion of those pepper balls against the back of the suspect. It basically is like pepper spray. And following that, when they were ultimately able to get the suspect out of the car, you could hear the officers coughing and heaving, trying to get all of that out of their lungs. That's the best way that they felt it was to get that suspect out of the car. A miracle that nobody else was hurt in this. They are now charged with OVI, being intoxicated. There was a gun in the car. The driver had a disability. Quite a few charges related to this, but again, an incredible scene. And fortunately for those officers, for anybody that was driving 176 last Friday, nobody was hurt. And they just basically had to do the pit maneuver to get that guy out of the car.